Hello, welcome back, everybody, to the final game of the Batty Overwatch League Season 5 regular season. We have Week 10, Game 3. We have Wall Me Maybe versus 3 Dance 1 Cup. And guess what? It's your boy, UTech, and Albino Joe going to be casting for you. How's it going there, Joey?
It's going great, but this game's got me a little nervous. Wall Me Maybe has a chance of beating our team to the playoffs.
So I'll have you know, everybody, our buttholes are clenched so hard for this game. We don't even know how to think straight. So if we're not able to say the right things at the right times, just know that we have a major stake in this game, and don't hold it against us if we are a little biased. But it doesn't matter because we are going to Blizzard World, and we are going to be seeing some interesting team comps coming out of it. Heron is making his return on 3 Dance 1 Cup, was gone a few games, but he is back with a vengeance. Going to be coming up with Josh Danko, Cuban Pete, Zedekis, Dano, and your favorite TR Dirty Dan. Having some good DPS plays out of Dirty Dan, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly. And that's I believe this is the first time that they've played as a full team in 2 weeks, if I remember right. I might be wrong on that, but Dirty Dan is in there to help fill that DPS or tank slot, whatever Danko prefers to play on the other side. And yeah, the defense here, we can talk about the team a little bit more. Goats-ish comp? Kinda?
That looks like it, wanting to run that Goats comp with Blabour on the main. Of course, we have No Wonder, Phoenix Blaze, Batmetal, Scotch, and of course our favorite Junkrat and Brigitte player, Tree. Tell us a little bit about Tree. What you've seen him specialize this season.
Tree's been doing great. I mean, he's typically been seen as a projectile main, Pharah and Junkrat, but his Brigitte has been showing up time and time again on the team and doing all sorts of work. And yeah, that third healer for him, it makes sense for him to kind of do it because he is that damage mindset when it comes to playing. Whether it's Brigitte, Junkrat, whatever, he's got the DPS. But it looks like, hey, the attack's coming in, going Lost Vikings route, and Heron up in the sky looking for the pick. Nothing. That's what you expect from him, right?
Nothing too new, really. And Batmetal already getting taken out by Heron, showing the power that he has on that Pharah. Is they going to continue on with this problem? No Wonder looking right back at you. That is their big old Reinhardt being taken out. The Tree also getting taken out. The Maywall is coming out to see who gets in the Rage Cage, and Scotch of Nowhere taking out Heron and Josh Danko. And we're just going kill for kill for kill. But the war of attrition is coming back. We have Batmetal, the healer advantage, coming a little bit on the side of Wall Me Maybe. Is they're going to continue on with this defense, and it's a 4v4. But outside, Scotch already getting a fantastic.
But he dies.
But it's feeling. Cuban Pete gonna continue on. Dano using that Transcendence to cancel out the Graviton Surges. They're gonna continue on. Heron in the skies. On in a great hammer down into the Justice from above from Heron. A great ult combo coming out of the Dance.
Man, a lot of good ults played there. Dano, good reaction to the Graviton coming out of No Wonder, and then. Yeah, Heron following up on the Cuban Pete's Earth Shatter, 4-man Earth Shatter. That was just flawless execution there for 3 Dance 1 Cup.
Yeah, 3 Dance 1 Cup seeming to win that war of attrition. They were, Wall Me Maybe was not able, even though they were not able to kind of just use their advantage of that defense, but we're going to be seeing a booster coming out of Josh Danko as Heron getting already another Justice from above, getting it so fast as they're able to win another team fight so convincingly. Heron taking the dominance back to the skies as he is on fire.
Yeah, well, all of them, that whole entire team except for Dirty Dan is on fire. They're doing all sorts of work. And this is just very clearly one-sided for 3 Dance 1 Cup. The May Blizzard was able to open up a lot of opportunities for him, but this next fight is breaking out right now way in front of the cart as Cuban Pete is swinging away at Scotch. And the Earthshatter comes out as soon as Scotch drops his guard, and only Danko is there to back up on it. The Bell is able to react with the Lucio shield, and the fight is now breaking out on the cart prime as they do, dropping all Scotch with a massive Earthshatter, and that just decides to fight for the rest of the game there. Oh, wow.
We are going to be seeing the reset of the fight, and Wall Me Maybe having a breath of fresh air in their defense, and they're going to be going into 3.5 minutes that they have to play with on this second point. But don't count out 3Dan's 1 Cup just yet, because as we've seen before, Heron is able to get those justices, those rocket barrages just so fast.
Yeah, man, he's the Skybird that just likes to fire rockets at people, and he does it so well. That's great.
We do see No Wonder having the wall hacks on the Widow. We know him to be a very, very potent hit scan player. So gonna see how well he's gonna be able to contest Heron on this next approach, as the cart is going to be pushing just a little bit more. Scotch gonna be trying to create some space, some safety for his team, as there's gonna be a little bit of poke going on. No Wonder going to be repositioned and trying to get a better spot. And already Dirty Dan getting a great hook on the tree, and that's gonna keep up the man advantage. No Wonder trying to do so much just to take out Heron, but getting taken out himself. And only 3 people left on the cart. Scotch, who are one man standing, gonna get a consolation charge, but it does not matter because 3Dan's 1 Cup is going to get the second point.
Yeah, they took Blab, they put him on the Zarya instead of the main. They started losing. That's kind of the story there.
But
Am I right?
You're kind of right there. You know, we know Blab to be that May lover that we all know. You know, May is Bay.
Oh yeah.
But I love what 3Dan's 1 Cup is doing here. They are keeping Dano, who is on that Zenyatta, only one person pushing the cart, as they're able to create more space for that entire team dynamic. And Waldy maybe is just having so much problem, but Heron going for his third rocket
big counter.
Gonna see if he can get something. Taking Josh Danko out, that's gonna give them an advantage. Oh, and a big shatter getting blocked by Tennessee. But Dano gonna be able to keep everybody up, countering every graviton surge that the Lure is putting up. But it's gonna be enough, it looks like, just for a little bit. 3Dan's 1 Cup at bay just for a little bit.
Yeah, the fight is just all over the place right now and very, very long and strung out. Scotch is doing a very good job of contesting the card kind of solo here as the shield breaks. Phoenix Place is in the back, but he's able to... QP gets a very big Earthshatter on 2 people there. Blab is pushed all the way to the back as well, and 3Dan's has all sorts of space to work with here, and Heron just has the skies. No one is really contesting him. Wonder can try so hard as that Widow, but he's not going to be doing much. Danko, good Diva Bomb, finds Mel. Blab going down as well, and 3Dan's is just convincingly taking this as 3. Doesn't do a cheeky justice, but doesn't quite get there, and the point goes to 3Dan's.
Yeah, we have to talk about Josh Danko doing a fantastic job on that Diva, just being such a nuisance in the back line of Walmy, maybe making sure, basically being a one-man army, taking out No Wonder. Huge presence that he is, and just everyone trying to huddle up on Josh Danko, but not able to just get that focus fire on him, and he was able to stay up for so long. Just an interesting offense. We're able to get 2 minutes left on their assault, and now we're going to be going over to Walmy, maybe, who is going to be a bit of a struggle for them.
Yeah, they got a lot of card to push with this team, and you know, again, as we like to say with 3Dan's 1 Cup, Heron is the key DPS, and when he is not playing Pharah, he is kind of noticeably not as comfortable. I mean, his Sombra doesn't work. I think he's played Tracer a couple times, so maybe Junkrat. But his Pharah just shines so well, especially like within that team comp. You know, he's kind of the puzzle piece that they need. But hey, this defense, they're going some weird brawly, divey, mobile DPS stuff, and I don't know if I like it.
Well, we are seeing Walmy maybe going with that traditional Goats comp that we've been seeing, the 3-3, and we're actually seeing an interesting thing coming out. We're having the Sombra Doomfist, which has been known to be fairly good in pro play, because you have the Sombra just able to take out essentially silencing whoever you hack, with the Doomfist just able to do so much to a front line. And since Well, no wonder is on the Zarya, so a little bit of a counter to Doomfist, but it's gonna be see who outplays who.
Through Lost Vikings, the team fight starts in a big ante to start from Dano. Amazing fight there. Just going in their side, but they're not able to capitalize on it and kill too many people. Phoenix Blaze does fall, but Danko and Dano and the rest of 3Dans is just kind of not being able to dish out the damage here. Heron was not there for the fight. Dirty Dan's not popping those shotgun hits, and Zedekis is the last one on point here. And that was a very convincing fight for Walmy maybe. I'm sweating you, Tech. How?
Well, see, this is the power of what Goats Comp can do. You have to either kill the linchpin, which is the main healer of Phoenix Blaze, or you have to just be able to win outright in that rushdown. And definitely, it was a huge anti-nade, and that was their moment to shine to try to get everybody in. But because they're able to just stay alive and just win that war of attrition through that anti-nade, they're able to just come out on top from it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. And hey, this next fight starting to break out. They're getting around the corner. Doomfist Danko trying to, get in there a little bit, throw some damage, and they are able to find 2 picks with that tree and Scotch. 2 big shields falling for Walmy maybe, and they have to go back. Wonder absorbing a little bit of Haynes rockets, and they're kind of chasing, but not really. Haynes the only one who saw the opportunity, but the rest of the team does not follow, and 3Dans just holds the cart.
Right, you are, Joey. But we're going to see Walmy maybe coming in with a lot of zeal and courage as they're going to continue on with this push. Doomfist is going to be jumping out and is able to get 3. That is one less man for Walmy maybe. They're going to get Scotch getting a fantastic shatter, but he's the only person to really follow him. But he's able to get Zedekis as the justice from above from Aaron is going to keep everybody out of Walmy maybe from following up on that shatter. Is they're going to be able to clean up and continue on with another solid defense. 4 more minutes on the timer.
Yeah, and ult advantage here is going to be really important. No wonder with that Grav, there's not really much to pair with it at this point. Blab, he might have the Diva Bomb at that point, which would be nice, but hey, Reinhardt Shield's going to block that. But on the other side of the defense, 3Dans has the Zedekis Trance, so that just nullifies anything that they plan on doing from this part.
And it looks like they're going to be going in already. But we're going to be seeing a Graviton Surge is going to be able to get anything, unable to get anything, as Zedekis is able to get that Transcendence off. And it's going to continue on looking for a kill, trying to get Josh Danko, but is going to be unable to confirm any kill as he is able to just kind of run away. Still on along with the brawl as Heron in the sky able to take out Batmel, but Q is a big key member on the side of the One Cup getting taken down as well. But Heron with the justice from above continues on with the nano boost to make sure his rockets are doing maximum damage. And just like Flux Tape, that's a lot of damage.
Oh man, Blab out of mech, gets enough to get back in mech, gets popped back out of mech, tries to run back to his team and dies before he can round the corner. Amazing play and communication from 3Dans. I mean, granted it's not too hard, but you gotta have everyone listen to that call, and that's flawless. That was great.
Yeah, fantastic job. Yeah. I mean, this is, you gotta know when to die, and obviously when you are playing that Diva, you can get caught so badly in some of these maps that don't have any environmental areas where you can just kind of get yourself. But Batman already getting taken out by Heron. Josh Danko, is he going to be able to be punished? Going to stay alive in his assault. He's going to be able to punch someone, keep Scotch out of the way. Everyone else is going to be taking a lot of poke damage from Heron. And Scotch being able to the shatter as they're going to continue on a huge nade going on the side of Walmy. Maybe he's going to see if he can follow up with anything else, and the kill feed going on the sides of 3Dans.
Man, and I'm just looking at these ults just cycle through and through and through. And Danko is, every other fight he's going to be popping that Meteor Strike. Every other fight Heron's going to have his Justice from above. And like just with one of those two up, like 3Dans just has it, and ult advantage so clear in the advantage of Walmy maybe, but Heron's just been so efficient with his Justice that he's not gonna get sucked into the one girl. Like
they're gonna have to go fast. They're gonna have to go really fast because see, this is the key moment because Zedekis does not have his Transcendence up, so they're gonna have to try to get the Graviton as soon as they can before he's able to get something.
Oh, there it is. There's Injustice. There's everyone's ult on Walmy Maybe, but they do block it enough, and this is their fight to win. Walmy Maybe has the advantage here. 4 people down, 5 people down with Dano next, and Dirty Dan, the last one to fall. And this is gonna be a cart cap, or at least it should be, as this is a team ace. And yeah, we're going on to the 3rd point with Walmy Maybe?
Maybe if someone can contest it, but it's going to be very risky. Nope, it looks like they're not going to be able to contest it. They are not fast.
Big touch.
But this is going to be very bad for them because that's going to give them the stagger, and that should give them another corner. Then, well, the Bluers switch, tossing out, and already getting a hair and Zedekis. That is a huge self-destruct coming out, and there's a huge stagger coming out of the Dance One Cup. Are they throwing?
Yeah, I don't know right now. They're very staggered. They're not together, and Walmy Maybe is just pushing and taking advantage of it. Great play on their part right now. As they are the aggressors, they have to be the ones getting picks over and over and over again because you can't defend with 5 players if you're against 6 that effectively. But hey, Aaron, back in the sky, as we like to say with that Zen Orb on him, he's looking for some picks on the cart. He's able to just focus on it. And Earthshatter finds at least 2 members from QBT. He does find Blab and another Phoenix Blaze falls. And that's going to be the end of the push right there.
Yeah, a solid defense coming out of 3 Dance One Cup before having to kill himself in the end. Dashdenko going for that risky punch. Call himself One Punch Man.
One Punch Man. I like it. Yeah, this is just nutty. Okay, so at this point, a lot of ults on 3 Dance One Cup. They can't lose any more fights from this point on. There's 1 minute left. Probably keep pushing. They have so many ults to hold. There's the Justice. There's the grab from the aggressing team, and it doesn't really do much. Zedekis is trancing just as a precautionary measure, not necessary, but hey, why not use it, right? And that's a hold with Danko and Dano both having their ultimates on Doomfist and Ana. So this is the last fight, right?
Yeah, it should be the last fight. They're going way too slow to get any other fight coming out of it, but they do have a few ults. Phoenix Blaze does have that coalescence, so if he's able to utilize it effectively. But Heron, knowing how to position himself, no wonder going to do a great pick on Heron. Already used switch on over to the McCree, trying to get those great cowboy shots. There's ultimate play Red Dead Redemption. I'm sure he's taking some from there as they're going to continue on. The Wild West is theirs. They have 15 seconds left. Continue on. Hopefully that they can get it to the 3rd point. But right now, the only thing that they can actually hope for is for that draw chance.
Great hook!
Oh, getting a hook out already, and that is 1 less person. No wonder unable to stay in. Justin is going to be cleaning up the job with Batmount. Nobody on the point except for Blur as the baby diva. Almost getting that remake as they should be getting. But Tree is already
Justice reigns from above.
Heron showing that justice, and it looks as though the playoff hopes of Walmy Maybe are crushed because they had to get a 3-0.
Yeah, dash to the wall, but hey, play of the game. Consolation prize goes to... Oh, no, it's not consolation prize. Heron got play of the game with some rockets in the air. And, hang on. Is there a crushed Q? Oh, there. Wait, there's the assist from Dan. There's from Danko, and there, yep, there's the Q. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. A boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. Lol.
Look at that, Scotch. All that damage blocked. 29,000 damage blocked. 16,000 healing. There was a lot of perseverance out of both of these teams, as you can see by the shield and healing amounts. So definitely going to be interesting to see what happens in our next map as we travel all the way to Busan.
Yeah, Busan, and you know, a lot of teams may or may not have played Overwatch a lot, you know, outside of this, or at least individual members on each of the teams. I'm sure No Wonder knows Busan pretty well. I'm sure, I don't know, Danko knows it. I know Zed admittedly didn't. He doesn't know it. I'm sure he's not the only one. It's gonna be a cluster.
It will be, but who knows? Now, are we gonna see some memes? Are we gonna see some memes?
I don't know. I think we might see some QP comps coming out of the gate. I don't know. Maybe a Torb fight. Maybe that was a one-time thing. I don't know. What team did they play? Did they do the Torb fight against? It was Whelmy maybe, and who else?
I think it was 3 Dance 1 Cup that they did the Torb fight against.
So this would be this would be the game. Oh,
it definitely could be. I'd say it would be best if they did it on the drum map.
Well, no, wait, wasn't... Oh, I want to say Valk was in there. If Twitch Chat can confirm or deny any of these claims here, I think if I had to guess, the team that they did it was Bench Life.
Was it Bench Life?
I think it was Bench Life. I could say with like 60% confidence. No, it wasn't you. Oh, we're talking to no one right now. 30, are you unmuted? Oh.
No,
Shit.
It was definitely 3 Dance 1 Cup because
okay, it was 3
he
Dance.
went up against Josh Danko.
Shit, okay.
Now, we all know that Batmel is the king or queen or whatever of Torb. That doesn't matter because we need to see some karaoke out of one of these teams. We need to go hop over to the karaoke booth. Hopefully one of them is playing Reinhardt and is going to do a little bit of interaction with that karaoke booth. And hopefully Brig was turned off as there is no bribing. But if there is, I will link my PayPal down below. And if you donate me some money, I will cheat for you. I'm not saying that it's gonna happen.
Hacks. Why are you hacking?
Oh, Cuban Pete up at the mic.
Man, no. The DDR, man. That's my thing.
Dude, no, he actually sings along with it.
Look at me.
He does. Oh my god, the party going on in this room. Ba 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 ba.
And now we're gonna see an explosive performance out of No Wonder. He can finally play the Tracer that he knows he is always destined to play. He is gonna be a modern day Kabaji.
Yeah, so, hey, fight as control point fights typically go. Everything is kind of... There's a little bit of a line, but Danko's first of all do a lucky blab shotgun hit. No Wonder trying to get into the back line and firing at the big hog with Dirty Dan.
And No Wonder playing, he's essentially playing a tank right now. I mean, he is a dodge tank right now. And look at all the... Just the pressure that they're able to just do. No Wonder just running circles around everybody, but it doesn't matter. Oh, get a great hook by before to make sure that Cuban Pete does not get on the point, as they are going to be able to get percentage points on their side.
Yeah, but they need to get a pick, and they do. They find Josh Danko and Dano, and Cuban Pete's charging. There's not a lot of people behind him, and an ult comes out of Zedekis. Not very wise, as they are very, very much outmanned here, and the fight is just falling apart from the side of 3 Dance 1 Cup. Whelmy may be looking a lot more convincing in this control point than they have in there.
And holy crap, this is working so heavily for them right now as they're continuing on. They're utilizing this no main tank strat so well because they're just able to hold all that pressure on them.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage. I mean, you know, Reinhardt and Orisa, yeah, they can put out some damage, but the shields are really important. Well, with this team, you're just trusting every player can do what they can, and No Wonder backline does an amazing bomb on Dano and Danko, and that's going to stall this push a little bit more. They're not going to touch until like 70%, probably.
Probably not. They're going to have to wait until they get ultimates or when they finally feel safe to actually want Tree with that tire. See where he's able to go. He's looking in the high tops.
Danko again!
Danko!
Oh my god. Okay, so this is like one fight territory. With the use of those two ults, they turn this into one fight territory. It's going to be rough because, yeah, they use two ults to get there. But this is their fight to win here. Oh my god, big nade and blab finds Zedekis 2 feet. Oh my gosh. The fight is just everywhere. Heron trying to get on point, trying to bomb the people on point, but he's not getting far with it because there's no team behind him. And Dano and Dan, Dirty Dan, are in the back line, but they're getting hooked and pulled and everything. And Lab trying to contest the Danko meteor strike and finds Batmel, and fights get going everywhere. This is it, 98%. This is the hold that they want. And
into the iris.
oh, that was an awkward hold.
Is gonna hold on to it just a little bit longer with that Transcendence, but the fights are already a little gone. There goes the train. As we're gonna see 3 Dance 1 Cup finally gonna be taking the point. Zedekus just disagreeing with the gentleman's agreement, going back on to the Brigitte, and is gonna be going on with that stun action. No wonder. Gonna still be. Oh, and he's
gonna stop me.
Maybe he can get a take on this, but he's gonna be able to take out Dirty Dan on that hog. He knows what he's able to do. Oh, getting slept away. And what a fantastic. Yeah, that's a big sleep going on with them.
Oh man, yeah, this is just very, very convincingly in the favor of 3 Dans right now. And yeah, they look so good. Right now they just need to get the heck out of there. Tree is trying to look for Pick still. He's shooting grenades at Heron in the sky, and that's just not going to work as Junkrat against Farah. But this is slowly tipping, or very quickly tipping in the favor. Actually, no, it was always in favor of 3 Dans.
Well, let's not write them off just yet, because even they had to switch over to the Brigitte, which we know why you can't really play Tracer too much nowadays, just because there's just such a hard counter on Tracer. I wonder if they're gonna give her 100 or 200 health. I wonder if that's ever gonna happen.
Yeah, I hope not. Well, hey, Heron, ambitious Rocket Barrage does find Batmel. Phoenix Play is dead. There's no healers up right now on Whelming Navy, which is making a dead push. Dirty Dan nano boosted, doing Roadhog chainsaw things, whatever the hell that gun is. And we're in one fight territory if they can hurry their butts here. Scotch on Mac.
Be interesting. Going to be an interesting approach for the sides of Whelming maybe, as it is a very dangerous, and there goes Scotch.
Rip, 5v6, let's go, boys! Yeah, Blab, find the version! Phoenix Blaze uses the Transcendence. The mark is on the point. Oh my god, Blab gets stunned by oh my gosh, okay. Well, that was great, good ult, and then good stun, and then Blab just gets right. Batmel trying to keep her teammates up, not really doing too well. Scott trying to fight someone with a Diva Bomb, not finding anyone, and on point he dies. And Danko is just on there doing all sorts of stuff, but dying in the process. And it's no wonder Batmel versus Dirty Dan who dies, and Heron who's up in the sky trying to hold, but he can't. And it's 99 to 99. The fight is breaking out. Cupid Pete does an Earthshatter that does find Batmel. No wonder. By himself looking for friends, but no one is there except for Tree. Tree is in the sky trying to be low enough to contest, and he's getting on Danko with their point flips, but the rest of Omi maybe is there to try and contest, and they're fighting. Cupid Pete just holding on for dear life, but swinging away to do damage. Oh man, Blab, Scotch, and Tree trying to do enough damage to kill people, but the rally is just too strong. Zedek is getting in their face, doing the stun, missing it. And Batmel's back on point, making sure that Scotch is alive. Danko does an Earthshatter thing that is not quite an Earthshatter because it's from a Batmel. They just hold the point, it's done!
Well, hold me, Joey, because I have no idea what the fuck just happened.
It flipped like 3 times in the middle of that fight, and why, I don't know. Oh, man. Absolute insanity.
Here we see some a fight being called by No Wonder, wanting a fair, honorable duel out of Zedekus. And as we know, Zedekus is a wizard and was not going to give him a fair duel, because if you know anything about wizards, it's about getting the advantage by any means necessary. You're not a fighter. You're not trying to go for honor. You're trying to go for that victory. You're going for that W.
Trickery, man. You have to win by any means necessary, and Zedekus is pulling out those stops here as Brigitte with the stuns. Oh man, well, hey, team comps, you know, Scotch and Blab on those Zarya Ryan tanks, and kind of a similar comp out of 3 Dans, and just, oh man, fight's breaking out. Big nade out of Danko already. Oh, and Dago does fall. Okay, so Wonder's able to get in the back line. Scotch is trying to charge and make some space for his team here. The bubble saves him. He's able to get up in the face so the rest of his team can kind of, get up in there. And they're doing work with it. Dano dying, Cupid Pete dying, Zedicus dying, and Dirty Dan. Not one of the three Dans. They're capping. Wommy maybe has the point.
Yeah, Walmy maybe very convincing fight there, even though Dano had a fantastic nade, but they were able to just hold on that much longer. No wonder taking out Josh Danko after that huge punish before. So doing a great job of cleaning up, and he has that pulse bomb. He's almost getting taken down, but going to be taken out again. Dirty Dan finding no wonder. And they're going to be down 2 people as 3 Dan's one cup. Now they only have 3 people left, and it's going to be a game of see how long they can hold out before the point goes over on the side of 3 Dan's one cup.
Yep, Scotch trying to get in there. Wonder now just coming back to the point, trying to keep as much time as possible. He does have all of his cooldowns now blown, and he dies. So 43-ish% point flips.
But it doesn't matter because 3 Dan's 1 cup are going to be losing this one because I can feel it in my loins as see the ult advantage going in favor of Walmy maybe. No wonder going to be getting that pulse bomb real fast, but we're going to be going for that sick Graviton Surge play, and we're going to be seeing a point flip real soon here.
Yeah, hopefully so, and Wonder just being annoying in the back line here, trying to get the team to look away, and they eventually swat him. The fly is now dead, and the meteor strike is in the air from Danko. Danko he's not able to kill Scotch, but the team is so spread out. Tree is up in the sky, trying to look for a kill. He does find Aaron. Cupid Pete's shield takes a beating from it, and the 2 tanks, Dirty Dan and Cupid Pete, are kind of left on their own here. Zedicus does get in there, Danko back in there as well, and the fight is now fairly even on the point. And a big Earth Shatter does find the rallying Zedicus on the break, but Scotch just slept. Amazing sleep from Dano that saves his life, and this is just a blown push, it looks like, out of Walmy maybe, as their teammates are just falling. No Wonder's back in it, and Phoenix Blaze is trying to kill Cupid Pete with him, and they're not able to get much with it, and they just need to reset and get out, and Wonder knows and Turnstile and is out of there.
Giving you a little extra.
You know, it makes me sad that Tracer can't be as effective as she once was just because of how survivable all the backline can be just with how Brigetti works. I hope they do give her a little tad bit of nerf. Not saying that she can't, just do the combo, but armor is so potent.
Oh man, Grab does find Scotch and Blab. The front line of Walmy maybe just completely obliterated, and that's the end of the push maybe, but they're still kind of pushing. 90% left. They can't afford to wait for the tanks here. Batmel on the Reaper trying to cheat shotguns. Not traditionally on Reaper as far as we've seen in the season so far, but they're just staggering on the point, doing what they can. Tree, Wonder, and Scotch now, the last guy, as this point is now capped by 3 Dans. Blab is there too, and awesome grab, but hey, no follow-up button. Sorry, Blab. GG.
Yeah, convincing win out of 3 Dans 1 cup, and 2 owing them so far, but we are going on to Route 66. Gonna be another game. But look at this, Cupid Pete getting up. Big play on the Reinhardt. Let's see what he did.
Ooh, the charge.
Charging in, it just feels like gets the environmental kill. Don't have to worry about it. But he was able to shatter through a pillar. I always knew Cupid Pete was a magician.
Is that a hack? You were talking about hacks earlier in this game. What the hell did you do?
I activated the wall hacks for Cupid Pete specifically, so that he can shatter through anything, anywhere. Whenever he presses Q, everyone just falls down.
That's some bullshit. Well, hey, now if there ever was a meme match, it'd be this next one, right? Like, come on.
I think definitely we need to see Mr. President, and they need to protect it. I want to see the pirate ship, the friend ship, the Bastion. We need to see that Bastion.
Yeah, 3 Dans on the attack for this, I believe. And I'd expect a cheesy strat like that to come out of it. Who if there was a Bastion player on 3 Dance, who would it be? Heron?
If there was a Bastion, if we were to see one, either Heron, maybe they'll choose someone else.
I'd say
Who
Heron.
knows?
I couldn't imagine. I mean, Zedekis plays Bastion too. I'm sure Dano might. Dano might. Ha!
Dano
might.
might.
Yeah, Dano might. I like it. But yeah, so I don't know. Well, what about Maybe? Who'd be the Bastion player on that? I think Tree's probably played it. Wonder would probably do it.
No other would do it, or Tree. I think they might need to just give it to Lab. Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah?
Oh,
Or maybe
hey,
we won't see that.
we can say with confidence though from this attack, Danko. I mean, yeah, we got 40 seconds so they can flip around and do whatever they want. But Danko is claiming his stake at the Bastion, Mr. President, with the just keeping Pete Shield, nothing more than that. The hog on the off tank from Dirty Dan. Impressive attack, I like it. But hey, the defense is actually set in stone, and that's also pretty traditional, and I like it as well.
You know what? Not bad at all.
Batmel on a DPS roll.
Yeah. Batmel on that dupe fist. She's gonna be going fisting. Gonna be bobbing for apples if you think about it.
Yeah, and yeah, so Blab on the Ana, which is kind of
One.
interesting as well. That team, they flipped quite a bit of roles here. Phoenix plays, I don't think we've seen him on Brig that much, if at all. And Blab, I didn't know could heal as Ana, personally. And Scotch on that Reinhardt tree playing Zarya, he does play that, I know that. But I don't know if he's played it much this season. And this is the defense as the cart is officially set up for the ship and sail. Get going, Danko!
And we're seeing Heron taking out Phoenix Blaze with that cheeky hack and chase. Dango! What's he doing? He's not supposed to be the president.
He is, man. He sure is. Ooh, the Starkers got find him!
Well, they can't. They actually have to everybody get off the cart right now because the president is down, and you can't push without the president.
Yeah, man, this is not democratic at all. This is fucking communism. No one, let the president push the cart, you fucks. Get off. Okay, they're off. No, Cuban Pete, what are you doing? You piece of shit. This isn't how democracy works. This isn't fucking capitalism. This isn't laissez-faire bullshit. Danko, get on there. Yeah, there we are.
No, I'm surprised they're not playing the Torgorn. I mean, about it. That molten core would be very potent against a standing object.
Well, hey, the fight is breaking out in the high ground a little bit above the gas station, and just the amount of damage output from Danko is just unreal, and they're not able to contest that. Big pick on Tree here at the end as he is caught out, but hey, there's a whole nother point to defend. If they can regroup, that'd be great. Heron, I mean, you know, he's doing work too. He's got the stun, or not the stun, the silence AoE, and ults are now coming up on Maybe. No wonder on the defense. Hopefully can find a lucky pulse bomb onto Bastion. He does.
We need to talk about Batmel right now because she is channeling her inner otaku. She is channeling the Weeb Blade as getting taken out a little too early, but I am excited for what's gonna happen when she gets her ult, and we should all be looking at her when she gets that blade.
Great sleep from Blab, but no one's there to capitalize on it, and the rest of the team is coming in. Scotch does find a pin on the Dirty Dan, and the Bastion is off the cart. And a massive shadow from Scotch! This is his game! This is his play to win! Danko does get set back up, and he dies, though. The team needs to follow up and find the Bastion, but they cannot. Batmel channeling your inner weave, getting in the face of Danko, and can't reflect enough bullets his way, and Phoenix Blaze trying to be safe and sneaky and hide as the rest of the team has regrouped, and a great sleep from Blab. Oh my god, Blab, I didn't know you could play this character. Danko falls asleep on the cart, but he is now awake. Wonder cannot finish him off. The tank buster from Danko just is, there's the healers, that's it. This is going to be the push here. Scotch trying to charge, and that's it.
Batmel is coming into the fight. She is powering up. She is about to go Super Saiyan as she is in the 90% marks. Gonna just strategically give up this point because she knows that in order to achieve greatness, sometimes you have to give a little bit of ground.
Yeah, dude, the hyperbolic time chamber. She's got to train, right?
She is training. She's 96, 97%. And, you know, we're seeing some taunting out of Josh Danko, but it does not mean a single thing, as she is fully powered up with the blade.
Ooh,
And
here comes
we
the tire.
are going to see what she has to bring as a great tire out of the tree to be taken in. She is looking for something. She's not going to show her true power level just yet, as she's going to be able to get the double kill on Cuban Pete and Zedekiss as she's continuing on with the Shuriken, showing off. I don't have to go Super Saiyan yet. You know, she just, all she has to do is find out what she wants to do and finally get that moment to go full droid rage.
Yeah, and I mean, she's the only ult on Wami maybe right now for the defense. In the offense, from 3 Dans, they have Zedekiss, Cuban Pete, and Dirty Dan. You know, all those ults are going to give them plenty of space to push this cart once they can actually regroup. But hey, you know, Wami maybe has a couple coming up as well. Phoenix plays, Wonder is very quick at getting his, and Scotch is going to have Shatter pretty soon too. So this should be an explosive next fight.
Yeah, we're gonna probably. Karen does not have his EMP, so we're gonna be trying to go on that. Almost getting the hack off onto Batman, but it's okay because she is gonna be going Super Saiyan. She is KO Ken 10 right now. But taken down a little too soon before she can actually reveal her true final form.
Yeah, and the cart's pushing. Cuban Pete, lone person on the cart as the rest of the team is trying to clean up people in the back line. 3 Dans just oppressively owning this third point here, as there's probably one more fight left in this match. Should they not be able to defend? Wami maybe does have all the ults right now though, and they are popping them. The Weeb Blade comes out. Tree is not able to tire. Oh my god.
No, and Super Saiyan gets that one kill. It doesn't matter because she's getting taken out prematurely.
Man, yeah, and the Sticky Bomb from No Wonder is able to find the 2 tanks, but it's not enough to kill them both. Danko on the Nunard truck, trying to find kills here, and he does find enough to get his team to win, and that is the cart pushed all the way.
Round 1 complete.
You know, sometimes they say Western cartoons beats out anime, and I guess that's what happened today when a Western boy defeated the Japanese anime.
Dude, Jesse McCree, man, he's scary.
I don't know how to feel about this, man. You know, I was ready for those weeb noises. I was ready for it.
UTech, this is a classic story of democracy and capitalism versus communism and socialism. You know? So, once the team kind of rallied around the capitalist idea that Danko is the only one who's able to push the truck as Bastion, and, you know, Cuban Pete found his role of not pushing the cart unless Danko's there, they won! So now we'll see what, you know, what the commies can do, you know?
Well, who knows? They are going to be spreading their wealth just a little bit. Maybe they'll find some hack to be able to always have a constant equal ult charge out of all of them.
Yeah, man. Just have a pool of ult charge. Everyone gets even charge.
Everyone gets even charge. You know, hey, no wonder you're charging your ultimate a lot faster, but it's okay because you need to spread the wealth of your ult charge. Everyone gets equal amounts.
You know, UTech, I feel like I'm casting an episode of MXC right now, kind of. The commies versus the capitalists.
Right, you are there. And it seems like they're not doing a very good job of it either. But that's okay, because we're going to be seeing some weird things coming out of Skank McGank over here.
Attackers incoming.
Oh my god. Alright. Wonder comes out of the gate as Tracer. Expected nothing less. These are just expected comps. Saren is actually playing Sombra. He's been doing that. He's in the backside trolling around. And, yeah, I don't know what's happening. Wonder dies.
You know, showing off that sometimes you too, that retrolistic seppuku, a lot better than the other big team. But it doesn't matter because they are already getting out of this because they have Tree on the torso. They are continuing this push.
Yeah.
Tree's for the team. He knows that he is Soviet Russia, as he is taking the punch for Scott to make sure that he is able to keep the barrier up. And they're going to continue on with this. They're going to have another turret on that part. And they're actually doing surprisingly well as they continue on for the fate of communism.
Yeah, Fate of Communism is clearly showing to work right now. Cupid Pete, the only capitalist defending the point right now, as the rest of them are able to follow suit and back them up. They don't have enough confidence or shielding to protect the team. And this turret from Tree is doing work. Bastion does die. Blab is no longer alive on the team, but
Oh
yeah, that's the end
no!
of the Soviets.
Tree getting taken out before he can use the Soviet ration of oil on the capitalists. As we're going to continue on, and the capitalists are going to be pushing down the Iron Curtain just a little bit. But it's okay, because there's the one things that we know that the Ruskies do have is that they have numbers, and they're going to be continuing on with these pushes.
Oh my god! And the numbers they have, the spawn is just so close, they're able to get back so fast here. And Batno going paintball right away with the Valve, looking to try and get some damage in. Wonder does fall, and they're 5v6 right now. They do not have the numbers of Soviets, and they're pushing as hard as they can as the ultimate comes out of Blab, and he has to find some kills, otherwise this is a dead push, and he doesn't. He dies in the process, and it's very clear that the capitalists are going to win this. Zedekus does die in the process. Danko
No, it
hurt.
doesn't matter, because no wonder Comrade, no wonder is going to be getting a great pulse bomb as it will continue on. But it doesn't matter, because the back line is going to get slept, though. Because night, you Kami, as the capitalists are going to be able to actually hold on to it.
Yeah, Soviet espionage, out of no wonder, was at an all-time low there. A big fail, no information to transfer. And they're on to the next push. The numbers advantage is now even again. And an ultimate is coming out of a Junkrat from somewhere. Danko does not find anyone with it. And as he... Oh no, he dies, but he finds someone with the tire. I made a mistake. Oh dear, the capitalists have advantage right now. Scotch is the only one on the point trying to defend. And Cupid Pete is fighting them with the rest of the thugs. And they win. Tree on the high ground running away. Blab is not aware of what's going on, dies on the side to Heron. And that is the dead push from the Soviets.
You know, it's a sad day when you see a lone comrade out in the front lines taking the damage for everybody. That's not very communist of him.
Nope, but human instinct sometimes comes in here, but Zedekus is a little overextending here, but no one is there to capitalize and kill him as he is nano boosted and in the face of Wally Navy. And a big ult comes out of Heron, but it doesn't hit a single person, I don't think. He did it a little too early, he didn't translocate. And that is going to cost his team very dearly as Cupid Pete is dead and that Earth Shatter is no longer a part of it. The lava from... I don't even know what the hell's going on. Help!
I wonder if Tree knows what the new Molten Core is. It's basically Splatoon if you think about it.
I'm out of here.
It is. You just paint the floor and the floor's lava, right?
The floor is literally lava as we get the final seconds. Babur unable to touch it, but no wonder! Able to come on in and able to take out Dano. Maybe doing a fantastic job to keep them in the fight. No wonder going to be jumping around to see Scotch be the only one who's left. Gonna have to be the one that stays on the point. And we see Phoenix Blade switching over. And a fantastic shot coming out. Unable to get that charge out as Dirty Dan able to take out everybody else. No, Bat Mel. They lay alive, but here comes a tire from Josh Danko, and it's going to steal the fate. No, Phoenix Blade is the only hope left alive, but unable to do it. 3-0 going to 3-1 cup.
Yeah, great fight there at the end. Couldn't quite pull it out there from Walmy maybe, but hey, what's the play of the game?
Play of the game.
Josh Danko!
Presidente!
El Presidente gonna kill the commie bastards coming out. Doesn't matter. Oh, he's gonna play a little game of duck camp. Oh. Kobe!
Dunked him. Just absolutely dunked.
I always want to see the president go out and play a good old game of basketball and score some three-pointers.
Yeah, really. Well, hey, that's the end of the season. Walmy maybe couldn't quite deliver a win for the last week against 3 Dans 1 Cup here. And the playoff picture is now fully established, I believe, with, Mad Cow in first, Bench in second, Bench first, Mad Cow Disease in second, All Dab No Blab in third? I don't know, look at the standings.
3 Dans 1 Cup, and then Cast and Couch, which Cast and Couch by the skin of their teeth somehow made it into the playoffs. But it's all scripted, all according to plan. as we have planned it, and cut the stream. Cut the stream 30. Cut the
No,
stream.
wait, no, wait. On 3, don't get eliminated. 1, 2, 3. Don't get
Don't get
eliminated!
eliminated!
Cut the stream.